This is Channel 7 News at 6 with Andy Pearson, Gina Curry, Ned Permy with weather, and Paul Eels on sports.
They're calling the Hogs across the Southeast Conference tonight as the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees approved the move to end a 76-year tradition. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gina Curry.
I'm Andy Pearson. It's a historic day in Arkansas, and an important one. Maybe not as important as your taxes being cut or raised or the slate of elected leaders we have for the fall, but you might say it hits closer to home for us.
This is the day the University of Arkansas ended its affiliation with the Southwest Conference and set its sights to the east. Paul Eels beginning our coverage live from Fayetteville tonight. Paul?
We are in the Broyles Athletic Complex, the Hall of Fame room, Gina, tonight. It is an historic day for the University of Arkansas and for the Southeastern Conference as well. SEC Commissioner Roy Kramer officially offered an invitation to join the SEC to Arkansas this afternoon, and in a unanimous 10-0 vote by the Arkansas Board of Trustees, it was accepted. Tom Amontri was covering for Channel 7 News, and Tom has this report live from Fayetteville. Tom?
Paul, after 2 months of investigation and debate on whether to join the Southeastern Conference, today it was obvious that the Board of Trustees were ready to take the plunge with absolutely no regrets.
Chancellor Ferritor, the Southeastern Conference proudly invites the University of Arkansas to be the 11th member of the Southeastern Conference.
Speaking before a packed conference room, a representative of the Southeastern Conference made it official. The University of Arkansas at Fayetteville would be the first school to receive an invitation to join the Southeastern Conference in 57 years. Calling it a historic moment, Commissioner Roy Kramer said the Razorback teams would fit in perfectly with the SEC image because the university had a tradition of excellence on and off the field.
We must make it a very marketable product, and we must continue to expand our horizons in that area. And the kinds of competitive arrangements that we are talking about now and bringing about will make that possible, and I believe that very strongly.
University Chancellor Dan Ferritor called the move to the Southeastern Conference a bittersweet task, but said the new relationship was in the best interest of the school. Athletic Director Frank Broyles was in agreement, emphasizing the Southeastern Conference provided the Razorbacks with greater television exposure and revenue, better teams to play, and increased fan support. The president of the University of Arkansas Systems called the move a coup for both sides.
I think it's mutual, but I do think that the University of Arkansas brings a great deal to the table as we go into the Southeastern Conference. And I think that we will be one of the premier universities in the Southeastern Conference, just as we were in the Southwest Conference.
After the Board of Trustees voted to move to the Southeastern Conference, the SEC Commissioner was officially welcomed to Razorback country.
And to do that, you have to wear the hog.
When asked if he thought that if the Razorbacks were ready for the tremendously stiff competition in the Southeastern Conference, Athletic Director Frank Broyles said they have 2 years to get ready, and he believes that they will be very competitive at that time. Paul?
University of Arkansas Chancellor Dan Ferritor and Arkansas Athletic Director Frank Broyles join us here in the Hall of Fame room. Chancellor, I don't know if it's fair, but how do you put all of this in perspective in just a few words and your feelings now after it's completed?
Well, I don't think you can put it in perspective in a few words. This is a great beginning for our program. It's a great beginning for the university, and to be at the front of the national movement is something that's just very exciting.
It happened so quickly. I think even the media was surprised because the courtship from the SEC didn't begin until, what, May, April?
Oh, we talked to them for the first time in June, and I think when something's perfect, both parties realize it real quickly.
One of the things that was stressed today was that the Southeastern Conference is a president's conference, and at that time, Coach Broyles, you were reminded that your boss was Alan Sugg.
Yes, well, actually, they meant presidents or chancellor, and Dan Ferritor will be the one. Alan Sugg will not represent us, as I understand it. The chancellor or the president, whichever one runs the campus.
Frank, I know this has got to be a bittersweet day for you.
Yes, I have mixed emotions, obviously, because of the long-standing friendships that we have in the Southwest Conference, but I'm excited and I'm encouraged about the future for our university and for our athletic department as well as our fans. I think it's been one of the most unanimous decisions that I've ever participated in. It could have been controversial. It could have been divided and hurt our program down the way, but our call now is the few percentage people that felt that we ought to stay in the Southwest Conference. We're asking them to join the bandwagon, and together Arkansas will march forward.
Geographically, it's a perfect marriage with natural rivalries with Tennessee, LSU, Ole Miss.
Well, interestingly, we'll be matched up with LSU at the end of the season. We've always wanted a natural rivalry like Texas and Texas A&M play at the end of the season, Georgia and Georgia Tech play at the end of the season. Now we'll have a chance to play LSU home and home at the end of the season, each football.
The significance of this move today by Arkansas and the SEC is going to have ramifications around the country, I would guess.
Well, I think it will just make others think that they need to move faster than before. But regardless of what Arkansas had done, I see a major upheaval around the country. I think that the times of the 90s are going to be so different that schools have got to get ready, position themselves if they want to keep up with the Joneses and be competitive.
Coach, I congratulate you, and I'm really excited.
Thank you. We are very excited and encouraged.
Chancellor, I know while we have concentrated a lot with athletics and what it's going to mean athletically to Arkansas, academically it's a great marriage.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful marriage. We're joining a league with almost all the schools virtually identical in mission to the University of Arkansas. Be an opportunity for us to share academic data, academic goals and aspirations. We're very excited about it.
Chancellor, thank you very much. Coach, thank you. And we'll join our guest in Dallas and also in Birmingham when we come back live in just a moment.